Want to lead us in the pledge, Amy?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call.
Commissioner Serbrook.
Here.
Commissioner Mayhew. Commissioner Davis.
Here.
Commissioner Scott. And Commissioner Wiltsey.
Any additions or corrections to the agenda, commissioners?
I don't know if Tony's gonna be on Zoom or not, so I don't know to put it in. Appointment.
Transit director.
Oh, there he is. Okay, he's up there. Under appointments. Tony Dubay, Transit Director, to discuss purchase of tires, oil and washer fluid, I believe it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Under discussion, D, if we could add D for discussion regarding the mural, the wall going up the stairs to the second floor. And in conjunction with that, also discussion regarding the display cabinets in the courthouse hallways. The Historical Society would like to change those around a little bit. Those have been, the same items have been on display for like 20 years, so.
And then we also need to add, Fabian and I received a email from Chet related to when we would like to schedule a date to review the list of candidates. He would like to be here in person, so he would like a date set in stone, so we'll look at those dates, so I will put that under F. Or even if you guys wanna schedule a separate meeting, we'll make that determination. Are you struggling, Commissioner Mayhew?
I'm trying.
You okay? Good. Stop me if you need to. Any other additions or corrections? Public comment, any public comment in the room? Any public comment on the phone? Leanne, did you have something?
Well, we were gonna bring up about a piece of property that we have for sale and we need to,
That's
Good.
It's on here, still.
5B.
Yep, it's on here.
I didn't see the agenda, so
No, that's okay, it's 5B.
thank you.
Any public comment on the phone? Appointments for a Rebecca Younger, Northern Michigan Children's Assessment Center Executive Director, update on services and partnership.
Thank
Good
you.
evening.
Well, I will try to make this quick. You know, that's not my best at quality, but I get a chance to talk about the center. The guy in the back here is gonna throw a dart at me. So, I just wanted to give you an update. A lot of great things are happening at the center. Those of you that might not know who we are, we work with law enforcement and the prosecutor when they're investigating crimes against kids. So the kids come to our center for that forensic interview, so we can provide that interview for law enforcement. Then we do medical exams, counseling, and advocacy. So I just want to thank you for your continued support. We've been here for 11 years. Last year we had 319 kids come through our center. 45 of those kids were from Ogemaw County. And all those kids then, once they come in for that interview, they have free access to all of our services. They can have a medical exam, advocacy, therapy, all the services that we provide at the center. And I think one thing I wanted to highlight this year is we've been seeing a lot of cases where it's just these allegations just devastate the whole family. You know, these kids are being abused by someone they know, love, and trust. A lot of times it's people that it's just devastating the whole family. Somebody that they would never suspect, you know, is abusing a child. And so it's our staff then that really works with those families and that child to make sure that we can help process that healing and get them back onto, you know, just a view of hope and trust again. When kids are being sexually abused, they lose that sense of security and sense of trust. And, you know, we work with them to get that back. So in order to provide the support to our families, the newest member of our team is Miss Eloise. So Eloise is in training to be our support dog. She will go through obedient training, so she will also be able to go to court with kids. The statute now reads that prosecutors can file just an appearance to have a support dog set with a child if they have to go to court and testify. Eloise will be receiving that training, so she will be able to go to court with kids. I had a staff come to me and they're like, "Oh, Eloise is going to be a great support dog," and she wrote down this little scenario for us. She said, a young girl was being interviewed at the CAC. During her interview, she disclosed being sexually abused by her father. She returned to the waiting room after her interview, sat down in the chair of the interview, just presented as being very sad, drained, and anxious. Eloise immediately left her handler, Elizabeth is her handler, walked over to the young girl, sat down in front of her. The young girl reached out her hand. Eloise placed both of her paws on the girl's hand and instantly recognized that the little girl was going through something difficult and needed that comfort and support. The little girl immediately mood changes. She got right down on the floor, started playing with Eloise. And I think it just changed that whole demeanor of her coming out of that interview and disclosing that something awful happened to her. We received some updated stats from the state. I put in your packets the stats for Ogemaw County, but I went through, we cover the 6 counties. When you look at overall stats, child abuse is, 16.8 per 1,000 children. So 18 or 16 to 1,000 children is the national or the state, our state, Michigan rates. So, the national states. Michigan is right around 11 per 1,000 children. So that has continued to increase. I don't know. It's just, I think it's sad that all of our efforts, everything that we do, it's just an issue that we constantly are dealing with over and over again is just the increase in child abuse. These stats, remember, are all child abuse cases. So that's sexual abuse, physical abuse, neglect, all the cases that are going through Department of Health and Human Services. When we look at the statewide average out of our counties, Otsego County ranked 47% higher than the state average. Crawford County was 57%. Roscommon was 60%. Ogemaw is 63% higher than the state average. Iosco is 70% and Escota is 94% higher than our state average. So the 6 counties that we are providing services for, we saw a 12% increase in our cases from 24 to 25. With that, we're seeing an increase in our cases. We're continuing to provide services. We have 6 counties that we're serving now, and we still struggle every year, relying on our funding. Our federal funding comes from a Victims of a Crime Act, which we received a 13% cut this year. We have not received an increase in our federal funding since 2019. So since 2019, my allocation was $245,000. That's been consistent since 2019. We got our allocation for 26 and it was 212. They're already preparing us. There's 40 children's advocacy centers in Michigan that we're probably going to see another anywhere from a 25 to 35% cut for our 27 budget. We are continuing to lobby with our state. Michigan, sadly, CACs are nationally known. Normally, the state budget really supports children's advocacy centers, not the federal budget. Michigan, that has been reversed. We did not start receiving state funding until the late 90s, that we eventually started becoming in the state budget. We've been advocating that how crucial these services are and trying to get that additional support from the state budget. Our governor this year did acknowledge that. The Division of Victim Services holds our funds. She put us in her budget for $50 million, but that covers, CACs, domestic violence, sexual assault, the advocates with the prosecutor's office. It's about 120 different agencies that funds. By the time the budget passed, which we all know was 2 months late, the House and the Senate took us back down to 30 million. They took out the 50 million, put us back down to 30. So we did not see any increase in our state budget either. So my board obviously is getting very anxious about how can we continue to sustain these services and what can we do to help. We so appreciate all of our support that we get from the counties, from the commissioners, and all 6 of our counties, and even some law enforcement agencies provide us with an allocation. but that nowhere's near even puts a dent in, what we need to do to sustain our budget. So I have been working with all the equalization directors. We have somewhat of just a proposal put together. There's just some preliminary of what a millage would look like for the center. I took and presented to my board, just looking at when we don't expect, I would never want a millage to cover 100% of our budget. We wouldn't expect that. We still get state and federal funding. We're still a nonprofit. We can do fundraising, write grants. I presented to the board, what would it look like if we asked just for our 6 counties to cover even just 50% of our budget, which would be about $630,000. So looking at that, talking with the equalization director from Ascota County on the back, all of them were pretty equal as far as a millage and the amount that we would want to gain from a millage. If you look at the percentage of our cases, Roscommon and Otsego are 22%, Iosco is 20%, Crawford and Ogemaw are 15%, and then Ascota is 6% of our cases. So all of the millages fell right around the same amount. If we went across the board looking at it would be a 0.08 millage. And I know everybody is like, oh, you say the word millage and everybody freaks, that's our taxes. I would love to be able to say, if we went out to the community and just was able to collect $20 a year from every residence that lived all 6 in our counties, that would cover our millage. But you just have that word millage and taxes and that scares people. I don't know of another way that we could promote it. Obviously we are a nonprofit, so it is going to have to be something that the commissioners would support. It's under the statute that the commissioners can ask for millage to help services that are being provided for your community. So it's just preliminary discussions that we're having right now. I'm working with all 6 counties and working with their equalization directors to see what kind of support. So I'm just encourage you to kind of start thinking about that, having those conversations. What do you think that would look like? Our kind of goal would be, if we do get support from all 6 counties, would try to maybe be on the August ballot. So we would have to have all of our wording. I have a couple attorneys that we'll be working with to have all of our wording to the clerk's office by, it has to be there by May. So I'd like to have all our ducks in a row by March if this is something that looks like we want to go forward and do. These are just really crucial services that I, started the center 11 years ago. Obviously, this is near and dear to my heart. Just trying to brainstorm on what we can do to ensure that these services are here to stay for a long term. I just want to thank all of the commissioners for their support. Our campaign is underway. Please come visit us if you'd like to see. Construction has started. We're to the drywall stage. So you can actually visualize where the interview rooms are going to be, where our medical suite's going to be, and have a good view of how our campaign. And it's really nice seeing that detention center be renovated into something that we're going to use for children that are coming through our center. So I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We appreciate all the support that we get from not just the board, the commissioners, the community as a whole, all of our partners. We can provide the center, I can hire the staff to provide the service, but it takes all of us. So I think we all can be really proud of the services that we're providing to the center. It's really together is what we want to do, is ensure that all of our children in Northern Michigan have access to these services, and then also ultimately providing an environment that they're safe and free from abuse. So,
Comments, questions, Commissioner Serbrook?
Just thank you, Rebecca. Thanks for the service that you provide to the children of Ogemaw and the other counties. It's very much appreciated.
The rewarding part is when we see these kids just really go from a stage of being victimized, they almost, it's heartbreaking. And then after counseling and receiving the services that they need, just to see their spirits come back again.
We just allocate 10,000. We increased it from 5 last year. Correct.
Yes.
So you need me to sign this? This is for
Yeah.
or just a copy of it?
So, well, if you want to sign it, I can either scan it and get it back to you so you have a copy for your records, or if you want to, because I signed mine, if you want to sign it and then just
Give it to you?
and then you can.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for the update. Thank you for the information.
And if you have any other questions, let me know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next we have appointments to the zoning board of appeals. Maybe, I got a text from Ryan. He was sick today, was able to make it here.
I believe everybody got one. I got one, Roger got one. I know, Mr. Wilson got one too. So I assume Craig.
Comments, questions, you wanna elaborate on this?
Well, we had one member of the ZBA resign in December.
Okay.
And so we're trying to fill that vacancy. And Ryan found a candidate that he believes would make an excellent board member. And
Looks like it's Steve. I don't know how to pronounce that.
I don't either, but,
Do you know?
and I don't know.
I
the
do not know how to pronounce it.
It's like he's interested, he's applied for the position.
Yes. Yes,
Okay,
Ryan's in support.
and Ryan, yeah, we always received information, right?
I am supportive.
yes.
Vacancy of the Wellvance Board of Directors.
We have a vacancy on the Well-Advanced Board for Ogemaw County. If anybody would be interested in filling that position, I talked to Fabian and he was gonna take and do a little posting on the
It's on the
on the
website.
county website for anyone that's interested to fill out the application. And then we could review those as we get them in. So Gary Clacking resigned from.
I read that.
Yeah.
It's been on there a long time,
He has been on there a very long time.
and that's effective fairly shortly, correct?
I don't know what the effective date is. I didn't see,
I did read.
I didn't get the letter. I just got the notification that it was resigning, that there was gonna be an opening position. I didn't see an effective resignation date. I think he addressed the letter to you, if I'm not mistaken, Madam Chair.
Set to expire on March 31st, 2027, so maybe that's how long this term will be.
Right.
Right, that's the expiration date.
So we need to post that, let's say anybody that's interested can fill it
It's,
in.
that's been taken care
It's
of.
already been posted, yes.
So nothing you need from us, then, just the okay?
No, I just want to take and get it put out there that it's on the website. If anybody's interested, if you know anybody that's interested.
They meet how often?
We meet once a month as a full board, and then there are various committees. Usually, board members are assigned to at least one committee, if not more. So personally, I sit on two. I used to sit on three, but then I had conflict with one of my county appointed boards. Committees.
Where do you meet at?
We meet here in West Branch.
Okay. What day of the week, what time?
It is the board meeting is the fourth Monday of the month at 5 p.m. at the Wellvance Annex next to St. Vincent de Paul out here on the business loop.
We're looking for a citizen at large, that's what.
There's different criteria and
Right.
and anybody will fit just about into any of the three. There are people that have received services or know of somebody, family member, or whatever, that has received any type of mental health service. It doesn't have to be from a community mental health agency. It could be from a private psychiatrist, psychologist, therapist. There are people that have been, if you've been employed in the field, and then public at large. They try and set the board as being a third, a third, and a third. So 1/3 of the board setting is either consumers or relatives or friends of consumers or have been consumers themselves, the public, and then those that have been involved in the mental health field as a professional.
So keep us updated on that.
I will do that.
Item D, transit. I received that emails as well. Tony,
Tony,
you're on? I think you're muted. There you go.
Yeah, there we go. Good evening, everyone. So it's that time of year where the transit needs tires. So I just wanted to bring it to your guys' attention and hopefully get approval to purchase our annual tires for the transit vehicles. My mechanic as well has mentioned that our oil drum is running low and we'll be needing to order, I think it was 150 gallons of oil for our transit vehicles as well. So again, just seeking approval for that to for me to purchase. And then the last one there I just threw in, it's just the 55-gallon drum of washer fluid, again, just for the vehicles. For the oil, that typically lasts us for about 2 years. When we looked at our numbers, and same as the washer fluid as well. So that's all I have.
Where are you going through for your tires?
We are going through, I can't remember the name. Let me look it up.
That's an MI deal, isn't it, Tony?
That's fine.
It's through Millar's Tire Man,
Yeah.
down in Bay City.
How come we're doing this last minute?
I don't, it's just an annual, I think it's
We were kind of bouncing around between, discussing it with Ray and looking at how many tires we have on stock. We were kind of bouncing around if we need it or not, but since we have our new mechanic, we wanted him to get involved as well, to see how that works.
This is in your budget?
yes,
This is.
You're on the committee. Do you have anything to add to it?
it's an annual. We could do this annually, so this is an annual exercise.
Yeah, just, when we got the email today to add it today, so
Good for discussion, and we can vote on it next week.
that's why I was wondering if there was some urgency to it. Winter's definitely here.
It is.
How much is tires increased from last year?
I don't have those numbers on me right now. I can get those to you for, at the next board meeting.
I was just curious. Okay. You have a question, Commissioner Mayhew? All right, anything else?
Any tires?
I understand, but typically things are discussed a little bit in advance, and I was wondering. Thanks, Tony.
Thank you.
Discussion items, contract between the county of Ogemaw and Frank and Dawn Peterson. What's this about?
This is for the park, the RV park. And they are managers of the park.
You want to tell us about the contract, just something brief?
It's same contract that you had last year. You just approved it in January. It's been through a review by the attorneys. And they felt that it was appropriate.
No significant changes from last year?
No.
Commissioner Serbrook, you're on the,
No changes, no changes,
they want to continue?
yes.
You're treating them well?
Although the mobile home they're living in has some issues, we are exploring options for those issues with that mobile home, but they want to continue, so they've been doing a great job for us, been there quite a while.
Yeah, I was gonna ask how long they've been.
I want to say. I don't know exactly, all right, it has been a long time, no. They've been there at least 7 years that I'm aware
They
of.
stay there year round? Or do
Yes, they do.
Do they really?
Yes.
Wow.
They reside there year round.
That's it on that. Sale of county owned property. Come on up, guys. I guess who's taking the lead on this? I think I read through this briefly. Purchase agreement. This is the county over, or the property over in Skidway?
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
Yeah, I'll grab it, Jack.
Go ahead, Leanne, or go and have a seat.
Yeah, we got the property back by the foreclosure method, but we didn't foreclose it with the bank, and then we went in and got the property back from the bank. Cause our mortgage was much higher than the bank. So then we decided, that after we did that, then we'd get the property cleaned up and put it up for sale, so we can get all our money back.
When you
And
say
so-
we, you're talking about the housing department.
Yes, yeah.
Now, you guys had done what with the property?
We got it back. We got it all cleaned up because we had to hire a crew to go in and clean the house out. Cause there was a lot of stuff in there in some of the rooms and especially the garage. Got the yard cleaned up because there were tires that were buried and pallets and all that kind of stuff. And then we got the yard all cleaned up, mowed. The roof had to be cleaned off because had a lot of mold from trees and stuff
Mhm.
like that. And we changed all the locks and got everything all buttoned up. And then we put it up for sale, with the real estate. This is Yvonne DeRosa, I'm sure everybody knows her.
I have my real estate hat on tonight.
You wanna take the floor?
When Leanne's finished, I'm happy to take the floor.
Yeah,
You're turning it over to me now?
yeah, if you want to.
Okay. So we've had like 7 or 8 showings, we've had offers.
Wow.
but the offers have been low. And we've countered a few of them and couldn't get anybody any higher. So this offer came in so I should say that Tim signed all the paperwork for the listing, because he was still here. So the problem that we're having is we don't have a resolution in place that gives Fabian permission to sign any documents.
I didn't know anything about this property.
So this property's been sitting for a week because I didn't have anybody that we could sit down and talk to about signing papers.
So do you have an offer that you guys are?
We have an offer in place right now.
Okay,
Okay, so it's through another company out of Bay City. It's 56,000 cash. I have a copy of the bank statement. They want to close before December 30th. Hopefully we'll have title insurance back by then. Occupancy at closing, proration of taxes. They want to do a property inspection, including well and septic, which I don't know how they can dig a septic up right now, but we have, Leanne's told me that we do have electric, but we have no heat there. So that's gonna be an issue. So I don't know if this 56 is gonna stay in place or not. There's an earnest money deposit of $500. So Leanne decided to take the 56. We had listed at 63. 62. No, 63. We had 62 would have covered everything. Okay. Couldn't get anybody to go that high. Yeah.
do you need a resolution for us for
We need-
meeting to?
Yeah, so when I work with the
Or-
city,
Couldn't it be the board?
so when I work with the city, I have two people that can sign so that if I have an issue with one person, then I can call on the other person to sign.
That's how it used to be, because I have been.
I remember
And I
we-
had to come in to sign paperwork, like I've done that
And
for
for
different
some
times.
reason, at that point, Tim wasn't doing any signing on. I don't know if it was because he was so new, but
I don't know,
I don't know, but so he signed the purchase or the listing agreement and all the documents.
yeah, that's
But-
information we should have known.
But now we need a resolution so that Fabian or I guess it would be you.
The board chair, whoever that may be.
Okay, so-
That could change as of January, we have to vote. I believe,
Okay,
in
so
the-
then it should
Yeah.
maybe be a blanket resolution.
Yes, so we don't end up. in-
So that we don't have this problem again, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I think we
Want to have both you and myself?
either or.
Either
It's
or.
an either or.
Yeah, either or.
Either or that
I'm
way.
just thinking to have me, since I'm gonna be gone,
Yeah,
Doesn't make, well,
doesn't make sense.
we need to know about this kind of stuff, so I.
Yep. That's why it's on your agenda tonight.
Whoever that is, yes, sir.
I was gonna say, if you wanted to do, so you had a backup, just instead of specifying people by name, specifying by title.
correct.
Board chair.
Board chair,
Absolutely.
Or
county
administrator
administrator.
/ controller.
Yeah,
I mean, if that's what,
I just, when we run into ors, then we run into not knowing things.
well, no, because it still has to come, you guys have, before it's over, you guys have to know what's going on.
Okay, cause.
Oh, for
to approve the
sure.
sale, we,
And
We-
never would it have happened. I mean, on Thursday morning last week, I'm calling here with this information. And then I find out later in the day, because I said, somebody's got to go to the meeting tonight and get a resolution for us. And then I found
It was Thursday morning.
that it was Thursday morning. And so
Yes.
that's why it happened that way. Otherwise, it would never happen that
Then
way.
I don't have a problem with this, or as long as it still has to come through
It-
us for final, so just
so
so we're
that-
aware of
right.
information. And that's it.
Yes.
You know, there's nothing worse than being caught off guard, whether it's by the public, whether it's by Leanne, by whomever, it's, that way we're all on the same page.
Right.
Whoever, I think it should be a blank board chair, whoever that is.
Yeah.
So, okay, we'll make sure that happens next Thursday, next.
So what am I supposed to do with this?
yeah, cause we don't meet again until December 30th. They wanna quote.
Yeah.
No, they want to close by the 30th. So now I will tell you that John does sign stuff for the city and then the city does the resolution. I mean, but it's up to you guys, but
It's not typically-
she is every day calling me, trying to find out. We can't even have the inspection done without the purchase agreement signed.
Maybe can you give me some insight on that? That's not something we typically do, but I understand this sense of urgency. I see Commissioner Scott is on the phone as well, so we have another commissioner on the phone. What, is there a way around this?
Wait, I guess other than voting on it tonight, the only other thing to do would be have a special meeting for just that purpose, or move your December 30th meeting to a morning meeting. Instead of having it in the evening, because then you could get
We don't wanna keep
approval.
these people waiting.
We don't wanna-
Calling every single day.
Yeah.
So, I
They're gonna
mean,
back out if we don't.
Yeah, we don't want that.
you're either gonna have to approve it tonight or have a special meeting.
I don't have a problem on it.
I don't have a problem doing it tonight.
So go ahead, guys. Someone make a motion.
Oh, I'm not finished if you're gonna make a motion.
Uh-oh.
Not set the meeting.
Now we're waiting,
So-
the other shoe to drop?
So my recommendation is accepting it with an as is, no repairs.
It has to be.
Yes, yes. At the
Mr. Bailey?
56, yes.
Yeah, yes, you're good with that?
Yes,
Okay,
I'll make the motion that we authorize the board chair and or any county administrator / controller to sign the documents for the purchase agreement, for said property with the stipulations of that were stated.
support. I just got a text from Commissioner Scott. Our board's policy is that the board chair is a signatory. I agree, but it's so do we actually need if that's a policy?
Yeah, see, I had, the resolution I had for the 30th had the board chair sign. So if that's your policy, I wouldn't put the or in it. I would just say, especially since you're gonna approve it tonight.
I'll amend my motion on the board chair.
Yeah.
We have a motion with them. You wanna support that? I'll support it. You know, any discussion? You know what we're voting on? Okay. Roll call vote.
Commissioner Civil?
Yes.
Well, she's done.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I apologize for this, guys.
That's okay. I have
And
a copy
typically we
of-
don't vote it.
I have it right here.
I think it's the only second time I've ever seen it. We don't typically vote at these, but this is a sense of urgency and we hate for you to lose this.
we have another one that we're gonna be foreclosing on, so at least you'll know that there's gonna be more coming up.
Okay,
Yeah,
And we can do DocuSign, so that you
Yes.
don't have to run around.
yes.
The only thing that can't be done DocuSign are the final docs.
Well, whoever the board chair is, as
Yeah.
of January, there may be anybody can be sitting here.
Okay.
and they're coming back because there's other documents that need to be signed for the housing program besides that.
Okay, just make sure you're also communicating with Fabian, because I think he's gonna be here for a period of time yet.
Okay, I'll see you Monday. No,
I'll be here Monday and Tuesday next week
you will?
because of Christmas.
Okay,
I'll be here Monday, Tuesday.
As long as you're communicating with him, he can pass it on to us.
okay, you got it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Do you want to wait and sign this at the end?
Nope, I'll sign it right now, so you don't.
I'm
have
not
to
done,
It's
because
gonna get icy out there. Are you gonna be a bit?
I'll be a minute. If you want to continue with the meeting, I'll continue with what I'm doing. How's that sound? I can go
Perfect.
sit in my chair.
You can sit right there. Purchase a
Oh.
scanner and PC for the building department.
Okay, the history on that, as it's been told me, is the board had Brian come and talk to you about things that he might need within the department.
Yep.
To use some of the fund balance that was in that department. Tom went out and got quotes on a scanner and a PC. And it's in your packet was a recommendation of the ones that he thought the county should purchase for the building department.
$11,272.68.
Total, yes.
We were hoping that this would help, whatever improvements he was gonna make was gonna help with some type of stuff and storage and just got some things he needs to put on.
Right,
Electronic.
that's the purpose of the scanner, yeah.
Tom, do you have anything to add to that?
No, actually, Fabian summed it up pretty well.
Hey, this is an upgrade, right?
It's all new equipment. I just for reference purposes, if you remember back in the spring when I came to the board and asked to have the purchase approved for the new computers, switches and whatnot, because of the tariffs, the difference on the cost of that computer. These are the same, this will be the same computer for the building department that we bought back in the spring, and it's $475 more than what we paid for those back then. That's how much this stuff's gone up recently.
6 months.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thanks.
Thank
Any
you.
questions, thoughts? He's got the funding. We asked him to do this, so. The wall, Commissioner Serbrook.
All right, I have notes from LaDonna. She says that she has the rules ready for the flyers. We're discussing the mural. They're gonna do a mural at the top of the first landing going up to the second floor on that blank wall up there. So she would like some questions answered if we could think about these. Are we going to open it up to Ogemaw County residents only, students only? Anybody that lives in the state of Michigan? Is there gonna be any prize for the winning theme that is chosen to be painted on there? So you would like to know if the Board of Commissioners are going to take and pay for the supplies, if so, what the cap would be on those supplies? Who decides on the winning submission, whether it's voting online, the commissioners, the committee, and then discussions regarding the themes, if there's a specific theme that the Board of Commissioners would like to see, whether it be celebration of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States, spirit of Ogemaw County, natural beauty of Ogemaw County, Ogemaw pride. Those are some of the suggestions that she had, so.
Comments?
She would like some direction.
Commissioner Serbrook.
I think it should be open probably to anybody that's an Ogemaw County resident, it's my personal feeling. I don't think there should be a monetary prize, just a recognition, perhaps a resolution thanking whoever the winner submission is. I think we should supply the supplies. You know, they're gonna donate their time to us, so I think we should pay for the paint and brushes at least for that.
Nope, more. Each page of the initial.
Once the submissions, I would like a committee to review the submissions and then bring it to the county commissioners, quite frankly, for approval. For the submission.
You have so many committees.
And up in the middle,
Where?
to the left.
You sure?
Does it say seller?
Yep.
Yep, right there.
Commissioner Maynard, do you have an opinion?
Same thing. Where it says seller.
Do you? I think it should be my own, show me where, right there. My only opinion, or my opinion there, I think it should be students.
Okay.
I think it should be Ogemaw, this is an Ogemaw County building. I think it should be, an Ogemaw County student. Whether they're, I don't care if they're 10 school, homeschooling, whatever it may be.
Thank you.
As far as theme at Ogemaw Pride, Ogemaw, this is a couple of them there.
Right, yep. Spirit of Ogemaw, natural beauty of Ogemaw, Ogemaw pride.
Are we gonna get a copy?
Leave it open to all three,
Yeah.
as far as that goes.
I agree, and I think since this was LaDonna's baby, she brought this to us, I have no problem with her. Bringing top ones to us and us maybe helping with the final decision. But she's pretty passionate about this kind of stuff. I think she'll do an excellent job. I think she can ask other county
She
employees.
get others' opinions, definitely.
I think it should be up to the county employees to have the top 5 and come back to us, but I think we should definitely pay for it.
Thank you.
Reward, let them come up with a reward. Whether a student, whoever wins wants to come and spend a day here, whatever.
You wanna limit it to students though, instead of, there are talented artists that are not necessarily students.
I agree with that 100%, but to me, a child showing the artistic talent, I don't disagree with you by any means, but I'm all about kids, and I'm all about the future of Omaha.
To assist, are we going to limit it to high school age, or are we gonna include?
Nope, any student,
If you are a college student. Okay,
any student.
as long as you are a student. Right?
And again, I think she should converse with other county employees and come up with top 5 and bring it to us and
Sounds good to me.
But if
anything Ogemaw related.
it's a 65-year-old student.
They're a student.
Yeah, whether it's an elementary school, elementary, high school, that's kind of what I was thinking about, but even college, if they show an interest in their, interest in government and they want their artists displayed, absolutely. Amy, do you have anything? You're a county employee. You're here every day. Do you have anything to add to that?
Nope, not really. I agree with students though. Should be a student, whether elementary, middle school, high school. Should be a student to do it.
Anything else, Commissioner Serbrook?
That would be the end of that subject. The other one is the display cases in the hallway. Sally Ray wanted to let us know that she would be thrilled to put some displays together for the courthouse cabinets sometime after the first of the year, so she would like to mix it up. Those displays that have been out there have been there for
Absolutely.
at least 30 years. So the Historical Society is more than happy to and willing to add some new things. And so
I gotta say, I enjoy coming in here around the holidays, different seasons that each one of the departments decorate. It's neat walking in here and seeing the changes and seeing the decorations, so I do appreciate that from all the departments, but I think any updates, yes, absolutely.
that's all I have. Thank you.
Dates. So it came Chair David and Administrator. Has there been any discussion yet on which day in January the commissioners will meet to review the list of candidates and select the individuals to be invited to interview for the county administrator/controller position? I got his email update today. There's actually quite a few that have applied for the position.
Yes.
He anticipates more coming.
14 individuals submitted their resumes and the deadline is the end of December, if I remember correctly, December 31st. No, my goal is to provide every commissioner with resumes by December 31st. The deadline's December 29th. I'm sorry. So do you guys feel comfortable doing this at a committee of the whole? Do you want your own specific special meeting for this? What do you want to do here?
I think committee of the whole.
Okay.
And
Which
maybe
one?
we should just dedicate
The committee of the whole. to
that committee of the whole, exactly. That is the item on the agenda.
Unless there's an emergency,
Right,
something has to be addressed or a resolution.
that'd be the primary focus of that committee of the whole is to deal with these.
Yes, which one? Do you know any information, anything that's needed in January?
No, not,
Either date's pretty open.
the only thing coming in, on the 7th is the quotes on the, HVAC, evaluation. Those
Hopefully
are,
we get some.
yeah, they're coming in the 7th, so,
I think we had one, right?
right.
So what are you guys thinking? I think the sooner we act on this, the better.
I agree.
So I think the first one, that gives us adequate time. I mean, you get the first one in January, you got a week to look stuff over and he's going to eliminate the ones that the candidates that don't even.
That don't meet minimum qualifications.
Yeah, so I would like it the first committee of the whole January.
I agree.
But I mean, you'll still have all your appointments that meeting, right? 'Cause you got-
Like this, just primarily dedicated to this, so minimal appointments. That's what I'm asking. Do you know of any?
Well, you've got the standing committee for the board, you've got the liaison committee and the special committee, the housing, opioid and, transit.
They all have appointments for that meeting?
Because you decided at last year's meeting, they only do, 1-year terms.
We have to make appointments to those committees.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Ooh, so what do you guys wanna do there? Can we change those? We can't do those at the meeting, can we? I was thinking about changing those to the meeting, but I guess we can't.
Yeah, frankly, I listened to your meeting last week, this morning while I was, preparing that stuff.
It's pretty quick.
It's pretty
We
quick,
typically
that part
do
of it.
things pretty standard as
Yeah.
far as our committees.
Yeah,
It was your reports and discussions afterwards that took forever. But the actual.
They're not here.
Yeah.
I'm okay with keeping, then let's keep that on there. Yeah.
So you'd have your election of the chair and vice chair, and then
Committee of the whole.
Well, your first meeting, the organization committee is also a committee as a whole on your agenda. I believe.
Because
You're
it's,
gonna do it on
because it's the first meeting, that has to be the organizational
Yeah,
meeting,
right.
because it's the first meeting of the year.
Do we vote at the committee of the whole then on our committees, subcommittees?
I don't think it's called committee of the whole, I think it's our
Or
board
just
organizational meeting.
organizational, okay.
It's not called a committee of the whole.
So then are you talking the 15th?
I don't wanna wait that long. Cause we have
The
to.
8th is,
Should we,
the 8th is the organizational, and last year you voted on chair, vice chair,
yep,
and what committees that the board wanted to be on.
did the
And
appointments to the
then,
committees.
and then the advisory committees, and then also the liaison committees.
So we don't have a meeting, obviously January 1st is the first Thursday, so
Right.
our first meeting in January is the 8th.
Yes,
And that's gonna be called Board of Organization,
It's the organizational, board organizational meeting.
so then our first actual, then on the 15th, is that a committee of the whole? It is, and then the 22nd is a regular meet, no? Huh?
I'd have to look to see, sure.
Committee of the whole, then the 15th would be a regular scheduled meeting, 22nd would be committee of the whole, and 29th would be the regular scheduled meeting.
Well, let me throw this out there
Go ahead.
for you, because you are available on Fridays, right? Could we do a Friday, have it just a special, just to do that on?
That's what I'm asking, Commissioner Scott
You're-
just said the
you're-
clerk opens. That doesn't mean anything, correct?
Right.
The
No.
clerk opens, we don't care about that, the clerk opens the organization meeting, yeah.
I think the organizational meeting is gonna be quick. You know, so I think you could do it on the 8th.
I would like to, I don't.
Yeah, I think the organizational, I don't think there's gonna be a whole lot of debate. I
Can you
think,
send a message out to the other two commissioners to keep it short? It was funny. I think as well, yes, I think it'll be quick, I mean, this is year round, this is year one, we had, yeah. You agree, Commissioner Mayo?
Sounds good to me.
See?
Easy to please.
So then if we get any proposals on the HVAC, do you want that then to be pushed to the 15th?
Yes, there's no urgency there. Yeah, we'll have enough on there, and it just, anything else on there, just emergencies that can't wait, kind of like that tonight,
Right.
okay?
Okay.
What else?
sorry,
Commissioner-
didn't read about it.
Commissioner Scott, I don't think there's going to be any chill. Okay, where am I? It's like, oh, dates, we just decided that. Commissioner comments, Commissioner Serbrook.
Nothing. Merry Christmas.
Commissioner Mayhew.
No.
Commissioner Scott, thank you for your comments, and I hear you're doing well, and I hope you continue to improve, and we look forward to you coming back next 2 weeks. But Merry Christmas to everybody, be safe, be healthy, be well. Public comment, any? Baby and any?
Just comment that we will be posting tomorrow for the caretaker at the
Nature Park.
Nature Park, yes,
So that'll be posted on our website?
yes.
How long's that gonna be posted?
Open till filled is the way the Parks and Recreation Committee has to put it.
Immediate occupancy?
It'll be, you know, when they
Okay,
select somebody. So. I know they have some already, but they wanted me to get it posted so that anybody that might be interested to have a chance to submit. We also put together a new set of duties for that position. Cleaned up some of the issues that were some of the issues that were a problem with the other caretakers, excuse me.
just cleaning things up a little bit,
Yes.
that's a constant for everything.
So,
Live and learn.
right.
Any other public comment, any public comment on the phone? Motion to adjourn? Support.
I.
You know. Guess I should have brought something up about the road.